In a world where beloved intellectual properties are forced to be alone and kept separate from one another against their will, two men intend to break them free of this oppressive regime and bring these franchises together through the medium of crossover fanfiction. This is Crossover Quest!
Welcome to Crossover Quest. We're
Welcome.
back.
Sorry, didn't help. Say again.
Welcome to Crossover Quest, where we read you some stories. That's not good enough.
Welcome everyone. That saved it though.
Okay.
Welcome to Crossover Quest. Yep, me and Ali are going to read another story each about two different franchises and try to explode your brains
We'll try.
with fun.
So, we've got two franchises. We're going to do a Crossover Stories, not Crossover Quest. And, Willie, do you know what they are this week?
I know what one of them is. Can't remember what the other one is.
What one do you know?
Tremors. We're doing Tremors again, folks.
Yes, so we're doing Transformers and Tremors.
Transformers and Tremors. Right.
80s action-packed Saturday morning cartoon. And Tremors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. 80s action-packed. Well, if you watch a Saturday morning film, if you're watching a very Saturday morning film, it's a matinee movie. Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Sure, why not?
Big worms in it. You remember from last year?
I actually don't. I don't remember Tremors at all, so this feels like a new one to me.
Cool. So, tell me, Willie, what do you remember about Tremors?
I don't know. It's so confusing because I can't get past the idea that the turtles were in it. So I keep forgetting that that's not the original Tremors. That was our crossover. That didn't make any sense. So
Do you have, like...
big graboids, snakes underground. They eat people and they live in the desert in America. And Kevin Bacon was in the movie.
Yeah.
That's
We
what we
talked about it last time. Go and listen to that episode if you want to hear more about
The
what
first
we
episode,
thought.
pilot episode.
Pilot episode, yeah. It wasn't really a pilot, we just did it.
And to those people that are going to be asking themselves, why the fuck are we doing? We don't swear, do we?
Yeah, we do.
Alright, to all these people that are asking themselves, doesn't seem right to do it a second time. So all these people that ask themselves, why the heck are they doing Tremors again and not doing something else? What would you say to them?
Why not?
Deal with it!
Yeah.
Just deal with it!
We wanted to do Tremors again.
Oh, you chose to do Tremors again.
I suppose, yeah. Well, it's fun though, isn't it? I mean, Transformers and... What else am I going to do?
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
Fucking Transformers and teddy bears. That's a concept, not a
Transformers and
franchise.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would work.
We did that one though.
Oh yeah.
No, we didn't. We did
Do that next week,
Turtles.
Transformers and Turtles.
Yeah, sure. We'll be sticking to these three from now on.
those
Just
three in
different
Trinity.
combinations.
Then we just need to see the...
Tremors and Turtles. No, we didn't that. Transformers and Turtles. Tremors, and we're about to do Tremors and Transformers right now.
Yeah.
So that'll be them all.
Dirty Dancing Turtles though. We need to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So yeah, that's the Tremors for you guys. Experts now. You're all experts.
And Transformers, Willie. Transformers.
Probably more popular than Tremors. I think everything generally is. Even after the Renaissance last year with the excellent crossover story that we did. It's popular. Big robots turned into cars. Doing some shitty movies. People like it. It's from the 80s, but it's still going strong, and the robots get even more clicky, and yeah, it's alright.
I really liked the cartoon as a kid. I think you did too, didn't
I
you?
don't really remember it. I don't remember being...
Do you remember the toys? We had toys kicking about.
Yeah, I remember the toys.
I couldn't really tell you what it was about or what was happening at any one point, but I liked the concept and...
Transformers are the good guys.
the
Autobots are the good guys.
Yeah.
The Decepticons are the bad guys. Clues in the title, I think. Megatron was the bad one. Optimus Prime was a good one. Optimus Prime turned into like a truck. Megatron turned into a jet.
No.
A knife, like a...
Big car or something. Big Jeep or some shit. I don't know.
who knows?
A gun.
Death Star or
Who
something.
turned into a gun? That was something, wasn't it?
Somebody turned into a gun. And one of them had a cassette tape.
Sound wave.
Jesus, do we have to do this?
Okay.
All
So,
right.
and then there was recently a resurgence of it with the cinematic films.
Yeah, they're really popular. And the first one I thought was okay.
I didn't like it.
The rest are terrible.
I didn't like them.
No, I didn't like any of them. I thought the first one was okay.
We went to see
was fun.
the one with the moon in the cinema.
Yeah, good
And-
trailer.
Yeah, and those really exciting action sequences that were boring as hell because it just went on and on.
30 minutes long, all of them, that's why.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Just utterly awful.
That was boring. So there you go, Tremors
So we're
and
going to
Transformers.
make Transformers better
Going to make it awesome again.
and Tremors as well.
We're going to maintain Tremors' current trajectory, following on from last year's excellent crossovers that we did. Its current trajectory, which is all the way up, and we're also going to make Transformers all the way up good again.
Oh, okay.
All the way up good. So they're all going to be all the way up good, and they'll meet at the top of awesome. That's what we're going to do. That's a promise.
Here we go. So do you want to hear my story, Willie?
Go for it.
It is called Transformers and Tremors.
Nice.
Nothing different there, really. And I think you'll be surprised. You won't be surprised by any of it. I'm just going to fucking read it. I'm not going to fucking do you any flavour text.
Okay.
Earl Bassett was arriving back in perfection from a horse tending seminar he'd been attending for the last few weeks. Wow, it sure is nice to be back in Nevada, he said as he stepped off the bus and stretched his legs. And it'll be nice to catch up with all my friends. That's right, a whole new group of folk had moved into perfection, replacing the last residents who'd been killed during that crazy graboid attack last summer.
Are you referencing your own story there? Is that canon?
Yeah, this is all...
Canon
it's
to
a
your...
sequel.
Sequel, okay, cool.
Yeah. Replacing the last residents who'd been killed during that crazy graboid attack last summer, and Earl had made friends with all of them. In fact, things had been looking up for Earl in general. He had all these aforementioned new friends. He was getting close to achieving his 10th Dan horse tending license. It's not like karate or anything, they're just 10 guys called Dan on the Council of Horse Tenders, and most of them were cool with Earl by this point. And now, he had a really cool story about giant worms and giant turtles fighting each other that he was just having a blast telling people. He headed up to his ranch, patting all his horses' bodies as he went past. Earl had 67 horses, and he greeted them all by name without a single mistake. He reached the hill where last year's tragic incident had taken place, and Earl had lost so many close friends. He smiled to himself and had a wee laugh. It really was a great story, and it had like a 12% panty dropper success rate. He thought he'd have a quick gander and climb the hill for old time's sake. "Oh shit," spat Earl, as he laid eyes on the mangled up old bodies of each and every one of his new friends. "These guys are all dead too now, give me a break." The bodies were ripped up, scattered all over, and bloody as fuck. Overturned tables with decent looking food, like sausage rolls and that, were just everywhere. Earl noticed a banner lying on the muddy old ground and picked it up. "Congratulations on all your horse tending successes, Earl. We all love you very much, and you are a special guy, and we are all glad we all moved here because there was an awesome as fuck guy living here called Earl Bassett. And happy birthday as well," it read. It was Earl's birthday today. "Well, I guess I best phone the cops again." "Hello, Nevada Police Station," came the voice on the other end of the line, once Earl had finally picked up the phone to report the mass carnage. 2 days might have been a bit long to leave it, but he was just back from holiday though, so go easy on him. Also, this was becoming less of a rare occurrence. "Hi, all my friends are dead." "Oh, hi, Earl. How have you been?" "Yeah, alright, not bad." "All your friends are dead again, eh? That's a shame. Was it graboids?" "Yeah, probably. We'll dispatch some Transformers to your location right away." Transformers? Like those electricity things? What do they do? Like change voltages or something? I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know electricity that much. I mean, it's not like we have none here, but we only have some electricity, and I'm not that clued up on it. "No, Earl, it's giant robots, and they are called Transformers because they can transform into things." "Oh, right, because you know those turtles you sent over here last time?" "Yeah, they were great, I really liked them. One of them died, and another one died too." "Yeah, I heard. I'm sorry about that." "Nah, it's cool. Well, bye." And with that, Earl hung up the phone and went out to wait for the Transformers.
He loves sharing tales of death. That seems to be his thing.
He's surrounded by it, constantly.
Yeah, he is, I suppose. How does he stay so upbeat?
I don't know.
I'd love if George R. R. Martin just said that sometime. Why do you think Jon Snow is so upset about something like... I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, have to think of that. It was an even more beautiful day than usual in perfection. Earl basked in the sun as he awaited the Transformers. "I hope I get an even cooler story this time, Horsebody," he said to Horsebody, Earl's favourite horse. "I know I'm getting a lot of mileage out of this old turtle story. 12% panty dropper rate, don't you know?" Horsebody rolled his eyes. "But Kevin Bacon's character from Tremors has a 16% panty dropper rate story about his MS." Earl could hear the distant sounds of big engines and made his way to the end of the road to greet the Transformers. Some big trucks and cars and aeroplanes and, I don't know, a tiger and dinosaurs or some shit drove up to where Earl was waiting. "Hey, y'all must be the Transformers," greeted Earl. "Sure, a lot less roboty than I was expecting, to be honest." The group of vehicles / animals / and one of them was a tape recorder transformed into big fuck-off robots. "How about now?" said the most leadery of the robots. "Does that do anything for you?" "Well, you certainly are more robot-y," laughed Earl. The leader bot transformed his groin into a large extended metal erection. "How about now? That do anything for you?" Earl shrugged uncomfortably. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. My name is Optimus Prime, and I'm the leader of the Autobots. Oh, I was expecting Transformers, or The Transformers or something. Yeah, that's us. Transformers is like our brand name. Anyway, you had some dead bodies? Earl led the team of huge robots over to where all his new friends were dead. Aw man, this ain't no graboid attack, cried one of the Michael Bay created kinda racist Autobots. Then he said, damn, a whole bunch. Not graboids. Earl was stunned. What else could it have possibly been? The group looked around confused for a moment. Not much happened during this time. Like a tumbleweed blew past and Horsebody kind of wandered near all the guys. Oh, hey Horsebody, said Earl. Horsebody just stood there, then started shaking and making whirring, mechanical, Christopher Nolan movie trailer noises, and his bit started shifting as he transformed into a human man. He stood there in front of Earl and the Autobots, all sexy, moist and naked. Kevin Bacon's character from Tremors, cried Earl. Where's Horsebody, my favourite horse? I was Horsebody all along, exclaimed Kevin Bacon's character from Tremors. And I'm a Decepticon. Well, that explains all the deceit, said Earl, who didn't even know what a Decepticon was, but he could tell they were deceitful somehow. And
There's the title.
And also, continued Kevin Bacon's character from Tremors, remember all your friends, the ones that were also characters from Tremors, that all died last summer in that graboid attack? Yeah? Well, it wasn't a graboid attack at all. It was me. It was me all along. Everyone was stunned. But no, there was a graboid, said Earl. It killed one of the turtles, and then one of the turtles killed one of the turtles. But there was definitely a graboid. Oh yeah, remembered Kevin Bacon's character from Tremors. I must be thinking of something else. Maybe y'all was the one that perpetrated this mess up in here, said the racist Autobot as he pointed to all the fresh dead bodies. Yeah, that's it. I killed all these guys just the other day. Kevin Bacon's character from Tremors was embarrassed at his mistake and transformed back into Horsebody because he was self-conscious about being a naked man now. Why did you do it, Horsebody? Asked Earl. When I went for my summer holidays last year, you didn't even notice I was gone. You went on holiday last year? No, I remember you were here with me the whole time. That was your truck, a different horse, and yourself, sobbed Horsebody. Earl felt terrible. He couldn't believe he hadn't noticed Horsebody hadn't been around. What an awful friend.
There is no Horsebody, it's Kevin Bacon. All along.
No, that's why he killed all his friends. Horsebody was they were both gone.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
Okay, so Horsebody's dead as well.
Not dead. He just...
Is he Horsebody or is he Kevin Bacon?
Horsebody was away. Kevin Bacon was not, so he might have been away. There's not been established they've ever been seen in the same room together.
You're right, got you.
By the way, a graboid attacked just then, but the Autobots killed it really fast because they are giant robots. Well, that was easy. Thanks, guys, said Earl. No problem, said Optimus Prime. Autobots, roll out. The Autobots were getting ready to leave when Horsebody stopped them. Wait, so there was a graboid? Oh yeah, I guess there was, said Earl. Who did you kill then? Horsebody thought for a moment. Oh, nobody, I suppose. What happened to your MS, by the way? Asked Earl. Oh, this is just one of the side effects. Optimus Prime walked up to Earl and Horsebody and put his arms around both their shoulders. Friendship is very important. You two make a great team, and you shouldn't let petty issues get in the way of that, he said. Would you please put your erection away, Optimus Prime, barked Earl. The end. And that's my story.
That's your story. Oh, that was fucking funny.
That was just a continuation of last year's story, it wasn't?
Yeah. You went back and you retconned a lot of stuff, man.
Retcon.
You did. That was really good. It's really funny, actually. I recognised Earl straight away. You've written him exactly the same way. He's overly enthusiastic. He's very, very funny. I love the twist with Kevin Bacon and Horsebody, although I don't quite understand it. Don't explain it. I just don't quite understand it.
That was my crossover, though. Like, he was a Transformer, or, yeah, Decepticon. So
that's right, so the Transformers were involved in that last story too. Oh, I should do that in my story. That's clever, man. That's a nice way of doing it. No, it was really funny. That was really, really good. It was kind of the same setting as the last one too, which I liked.
It was kind of the same story as last time.
Yeah, it kind of was, but a lot of references to the last story, so I think that's what Deadpool 2 will be like.
Yeah, maybe, actually, yeah.
Yeah. That was good. Very good. Very enjoyable. It's really hard to live up to.
Do you have a story for me?
Sure. Do you want one?
I hope there is a scene with an eagle in it.
Oh, why would you hope that?
I've got it in my mind. I would like to see a scene of an eagle. Like when I go home tonight and I'm going to watch TV, I don't know what I'm going to watch, but I hope there's a scene with an eagle in that too.
You can just purposely watch something with an eagle and you're just...
No, I don't want to watch something with an eagle. I want to be surprised by there being an eagle in something I watch. or listen to.
Oh. Alright, well,
That's what I like.
it's a bit of a reach, Ali, but you might be pleasantly surprised. Okay, so my story is called what are the two franchises again? Tremors and Transformers. Okay, Transformers. My story is called Transformers and Tremors: The Spontaneous Eagle.
Oh my god!
And it's just
I love it.
it could just be an artistic title, to be fair.
Yeah,
like remember WWE Vengeance?
Yeah. Do you remember me?
2003.
Do you remember my Vengeance, Willie?
Wrestling fans will get that joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember his Vengeance at all. I have no recollection of his Vengeance, actually. Transformers and Tremors: The Spontaneous Eagle. Right at the start of the story, you've got Earl.
Black Hawk Down didn't have any hawks in it.
I think that was his code name for something. So that guy Earl, who's like in charge of the whole desert place, he's like the main character of the desert, right? he's like having these problems like right early on. He's like, dang, I really want to. There's still graboids left over from my last story, like from the last time of the story. There's still graboids, okay? And like they come back, like I seem to remember that they. Oh shit! The last time I told the story, it was in New York or something, wasn't it? And the graboids were in New York. This is the home of the graboids. This is if you listen to other Tremor media, this is where graboids.
I believe last time Shredder went to the desert.
That's right. That's where he got the graboids from. So yeah, it holds up, still holds up. Graboids still a few. Like it's not a big deal. It's like more like they're just stealing carrots from the field because they're still small at this point. The graboids are pretty small. So he phones up the sheriff and he's like, "Sheriff, we need to get these graboids sorted out." The sheriff's like, "Oh, come on, Earl. There's no big thing." And Earl's like, "Well, they're about a foot long, but they still got sharp teeth and they could hurt. You know what I mean? And I've no effective way of combating them. It's not like pesticide I can put down." He's like, "Okay, I'll send the Transformers." He's like, "What? Who are they?" It's like, "Oh, I keep having to go over this over and over again. Big giant robot guys turning into trucks and stuff." He's like, "I don't know if we need that. I don't know if that's entirely necessary. Do you not have any normal officers there? You're offering me ninjas the last time? Fucking... Did you offer me New Kids on the Block?" He goes, "Yeah, but that was because you wanted a band for your 40th birthday party." He's like, "Yeah, that's true. That was an appropriate offer. Although you're a police officer. What kind of business are you running down there exactly? You know, you said you could offer me an adult clown entertainment. What's that all about?" It's like, adult clowns, very popular with the adult parties these days. So what's an adult clown do? He's like, "It's like a stripper and a clown and a sex show." It's like, "Oh
God, and a sex show."
"Chief, are you a chief or an officer? Why? Just call me Chief. It's fine. It's easier." Like, "Chief, I just need someone. Could you just come down, please? Come down with your gun. Do you have a gun?" He's like, "I've got some guns, yeah." It's like, "If you got one that can shoot like giant slug things?" He goes, "Right, I think graboids are giant slug things." He's like, "Oh, I'm being literative. Send the Transformers." He's like, "Okay, I'll send them. Great, no problem. They're just sitting around here doing nothing anyway." He's like, "He's told me about these Transformers guys before. They're like super big robots, size of a truck. I just don't know what the application is. And also, could they not be better used elsewhere? I mean, they must have cost the precinct thousands of dollars to build these robots with human intelligence so that can fly between star systems or something." Anyway, they arrived right there and then so Earl could finish his thought because he wasn't getting anywhere good with it. So the Transformers show up and goes, "Hey Earl, hey man, we're here. I'm Optimus Prime. Sorry, my voice box is broken. I'm talking like a teenager in the 90s. Hello, I am Optimus Prime." He's like, "Well, I'll do, I suppose. Hi, Optimus Prime." He's like, "Hi, this is Panther Robot 1. And Earl's like, "Oh, okay, Optimus Prime, and no need for the formalities." And he goes, if that's what you can call formalities. He's like, "Hey, wait, I know what I'm doing here. Panther 1, okay, so that's Megatron. You sure it's Megatron?" "Yeah, Megatron, that's one of them." He's like, "You sure it's Megatron?" He's like, "Oh, no, Megatron's baddie." Earl, "Yeah. That was a test, Earl. The chief told me." "Oh, you call him Chief as well?" He told me to call him Chief because he spoke to him and said it was Chief now. He's like, "Yep, Chief." He said, "Test Earl when you see him." "Why would you say that? You just want me to test you on your Transformers knowledge." He told me everything he knows about. I don't know why I need to know about you guys. I want to know what you guys can help with these. I was going to call them Tremors there. Ha ha, Earl! You almost called them Tremors. You're always doing that. It's like, it's really weird. I keep calling them Tremors. They create the Tremors. They're not the actual Tremors. That's stupid. And they don't create Tremors. These ones are small. They're like slugs. He goes, "You know, Earl, I've not known you long, and I know it's usually at the end of the story when we save the day that I put my arm around you, you know. But can I just do it now, Earl, because you're such a great guy?" And Earl's like, "Okay." So Optimus Prime, gingerly, carefully, because he's so big and metal, just puts like 30% of his weight on Earl and crushes him and kills him instantly. Earl's dead. Horse body is horse. Just come into shot at that moment, caught by the thumb, dead.
Aww.
They're both dead. Horse birdie starts sparking.
Birdie.
Sparking like, oh my god, possibly a robot, but dead now. We're not gonna find out who or what robot. Imagine it was someone from his past. Imagine it was a different animal. At that point, spontaneously, Horsebody's body turns into an eagle, flies away, and they also go, it's a beautiful thing. But if that was an evil like Decepticon, which it could quite easily be, and at this point Optimus Prime says, yes, Decepticon, I know that one. They're the bad robots. And Puma Robot goes, dude, you're not even. You've got to do better than this. You've got to do better. You've got to do better for your family, for the people that love you. Do better. Be better. He's like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'll do better. So we've killed this dude. He just sort of hit the ground, fired like a laser to the ground, and he's like, killed them. That's them all dead. It's like, how do you know they killed them all? He does a quick scan. They're all dead. It's like, how do you know they're all localized to that area? He flies up 100 feet in the air, scans 10-mile radius, comes back down. They're all dead, including all the other flora and fauna in the area, we should probably leave. And Panther Robot's like, well, okay, Optimus, I need to ask you a question, seriously. We came from planet Robot Planet, fucking hell, Transformers Planet. We came from there. We chased the Allspark to Earth over a millennia ago. We stayed frozen in the ice of Neptune. No, that's the hot one. The ice of Pluto. Let's just say we frozen in the core of Pluto for a millennia while we tried to find the Allspark. We found it. And then you just decided we'd all work in this local police station. And Optimus Prime said, yeah, I always want to be a policeman. I said, but you're not being a policeman, are you, Optimus? You're just a big giant robot that's doing big giant robot things, but on a really small scale. Like, there's this terrorist crisis in the Middle East. He's like, okay, there's a reason you don't have a proper name. It's like, I do have a proper name. You just don't know it. You never learned fuck all. I quit. In fact, me and all the other robots quit. And Optimus Prime goes, fine, I'll do it without you. You can do it. You just did it without us. You don't need us here. We can do some good. Come with us. Jesus Christ. He's like, no, I've got a mission here. I've got a mission on this planet to chase the Allspark and regain. It's like, that's what we all came here for. I don't know why. Right. Story's finished. And Optimus Prime says, I don't think that's for you to decide. He's like, have you got anything else to add? No. It's finished. Story's over. End of the story. The end. The end. I think I got both franchises covered perfectly because there's no characters left anyway. So,
well, you didn't really have big graboids. You had little graboids.
Yeah, they hadn't had a chance to grow.
Because Optimus Prime went and killed them.
He killed them all. He salted the earth.
And everything else.
All the plants are going to die over the next few days. All the animals are dead.
Horsebody's not an original. Isn't like an original Tremors character.
No, but it made canon last year about your story.
Oh, okay.
That's all. This is all canon.
We established that. Yeah.
Tremors, we can just make canon. We have that power. The power of thought is enough to make that canon. Because the copyright on it is probably so weak. Probably owned by like a shawarma joint in New York or something. Like, who owns the copyright to Tremors? Who cares? There's a guy at home right now who's like, I get $800 a year from those Tremors movies. Okay, I make a very good living. Thank you very much. Okay. I can have KFC every 2 weeks. So I do okay. I do pretty well, pretty damn well. That went up to 802 last year because of your story.
Oh,
yeah, you made $2 more on your story.
Nice.
Don't know why. Don't know where the revenue's coming from.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed your story. It was very. It was a crossover.
It's canon.
It
came after yours, so anything that happened in yours that isn't in mine doesn't count. Mine is canon. I get to go last.
Is Earl and Horsebody dead for good?
Well, Horsebody's still alive. He's turned into
an eagle,
a spontaneous eagle,
and
flew away.
I mean, the
so he probably is a Decepticon if he can fly and turn into.
I mean, if the story, I would have called it something like Autobot Police Squad, or.
Well, I didn't want to draw attention to your. Yeah, that's actually a good idea because I like that. I like that side of it.
Because the sudden, or was it the unexpected eagle, or the sudden eagle, or
it's a spontaneous eagle.
Spontaneous eagle. It was something that happened in the story. But I wouldn't say it was title-worthy. Well,
it's something big might
come of that. It's the strangest thing that happened in the whole story, though. Yeah.
Horsebody was kind of unfortunate. They're playing the long game. For all we know, that robot horse has been around since it was a foal, and then just walked into the scene and got crushed by like the finger of the. And Optimus Prime was being stupid. He knows. He's been told so many times you shouldn't put your arms around humans. It doesn't help. It's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
Even if you put 1% too much weight on him, you'll crush him. And he put 30% of his weight, and he weighs like tons and tons and tons. So he just dropped 20 tons on poor Earl. Earl, even with his slightly innocent outlook on things, he even knew that it was a risk not worth taking. But they didn't even solve the day yet. Not that it mattered. It was a stupid story.
tell you what we're doing next week. That's what I say. Seeing as we won't be doing Tremors again, because twice is more than enough.
You'd have to be mad to do Tremors twice. The people that made Tremors
We can make 3 Tremors.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and we did Tremors twice.
Yeah, it'd be mad to do Tremors twice, but genius to do it 3 times.
Right.
But we're not going to do it 3 times.
No.
We're happy to be
done with Tremors.
Done with Tremors, forever.
So
you saw.
now that we're not doing any more Tremors, what would happen in your next... If you did do a Tremors 3, what would you...
Well, there's no Tremors left in my story, so I would I would just focus on Optimus Prime just being a beat cop. Well,
what would the crossover be?
Probably Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, right.
Because they exist in that world.
Oh, you're going to go for the Transformers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
yeah.
But that's not Tremors though. That could happen again. That could happen. We could do that one.
That's true. Yeah. We could just do Transformers and Tremors and just have like Horsebody come back and he could be the main antagonist. Maybe he was a Tremor all along.
Oh,
not the Graboid. The Tremor took on sentient form and became a robot that could pose as a robot horse.
Mm-hmm.
So you know when you let 5-year-olds write stories?
Yeah.
That's what that is like.
I think in mine it would just be Earl hanging around.
Trying to make new friends. We never actually get to see him making his new friends.
Yeah, they all die beforehand. I guess I would, if we're doing it, depends what the crossover was.
Also, I think like Earl's, he goes out to the bar, right, and he's telling his stories, and the pretty girl and tells his stories, and he's telling the stories, it's going well, she's really reacting to it, and then boop, her panties drop down, and he's like, yes.
But only 12% of the
walks
time.
Home.
Yeah.
That's all he's trying to do, just get the panties to fall down. He doesn't really... Earl has no concept of what comes next. Earl doesn't need to know that. He can't tell if his car is a horse or his horse is a car, so... Truck. Sorry. So I'm not sure what he would do with the mangling of genitalias.
Ooh.
Okay,
well next week we are doing... It's exciting. It's 2 fan favourites. We say that every time no matter what the fucking are though. So it's Mass Effect and Murder, She Wrote.
Whoa!
And that is suggested by... We're going to actually say it's suggested by someone. It's an exciting moment. That was suggested by friend of the show, James Archibald, who is the voice at the start of the show.
Yeah, so our suggestions are coming from far and wide, the next room over.
Yep.
But good old Jumanji has given us Glenmorangie. I call him Glenmorangie after the whiskey. Anyway, I call him Archie because his name's Archie. Archie suggested Mass Effect and Murder, She Wrote. Not everyone's going to have heard of Mass Effect.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Pretty popular video game though. And Murder, She Wrote, also a very popular video game, and I know it exists. And they're very wordy. Both of them are very wordy and mystery-ish, and sort of solving mysteries, and that will work.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, the shitty bit. Remember to go on Facebook and then search up some crossover questions.
Oh, I thought you were going to go on some lynda.com bullshit.
Oh no,
this
we're not there
is
yet.
sponsored by lynda.com. Want to be a web programmer? I used lynda.com to make some extra money so I can make money on my podcast. And Audible's good because if you like books, there's a book on there called The Book of Feelings, and I'm listening to that, so you should listen to it. Audible.com and also lynda.com. And do you want to shave for $1? You guys totally know what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah.
YouTube 10 years ago.
Follow us
2 years
on
ago.
Facebook, and then we've got a Twitter as well. So go. It's
Do we?
Yeah.
Did you get a Twitter for this?
I had to get a Twitter. Yeah.
Ah, dude, it's gonna be so embarrassing. How many people follow it? Like 1.
No one follows it yet because it's not set up yet, but it will be by the time it goes up.
The first person to follow our Twitter account gets a prize. Promise.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. First person to follow our Twitter account gets a prize.
And you just have to keep checking.
Oh, someone has followed it actually.
Oh, I thought it wasn't activated
but
yet.
It was because they saw it came up on their phone. Like,
who followed it?
Just a guy I know from college.
Right. The second person.
First person who
after this airs.
Yeah.
The minute this episode airs.
Next follow we get gets a prize.
So if you know about, you can't hear me right now, but if you know about our Twitter account now, don't follow it, or you won't win the prize.
And it'll be a good prize.
It'll be an ill prize.
It'll be sick.
Blanket soaked in smallpox.
And
I can't even make that. I don't even know where to get smallpox.
No, that's a good point. You think it'd be easy to make, but it's not. It's a really hard thing to get. So yeah, it's Twitter on there, and there's Facebook and YouTube, and can follow them and iTunes and do all the stuff.
What I would do if I wasn't in the show, what I would do is I would just follow the Facebook page, and then it'll come up in your feed if we put up a new episode.
Yeah,
and it won't bother you, and you can watch it on YouTube, or you can get it on iTunes. Yeah, you can get it on iTunes.
Yeah, it's on iTunes as well.
Yeah.
And again, I'm incredibly sorry for asking you to follow stuff and all that stuff, but
yeah. I know. I mean, it's not like we're asking them to tell their friends.
Yeah, another thing, we're not saying, and leave a positive review on iTunes.
No, no, we'd never ask you to leave
We're not asking you to leave a negative review on iTunes either. Just fucking...
We're not asking you to like the Facebook page or share the Facebook page. Don't do that.
No, just check it out. You can like it.
We're not expecting you to
follow it,
listen to the episode, and we're not expecting you to tell people that you like it.
Well, you should listen to the episode. And
But we're not expecting you to. And we're not expecting you to, even if you're listening right now, we don't expect you to retain that information. We don't expect you to go into that film that Ben Affleck did where he gets his memories erased. We don't expect you to do that.
What film was that?
That really shitty John Woo one, do you remember?
Paycheck.
But it was kind of cool.
It was cool. I also thought it would be a better video game.
Such a good video game,
Yeah.
But Ben Affleck, he was
Like
so dumb in that.
Kind of like a backwards point and click where you got all the items.
They replaced him with someone else at some point, didn't they?
What do you mean?
He got good. He got really good, Ben Affleck, and he was shit for ages, and then he just got good. They replaced him with another
firmware update, I think.
Firmware update, yeah.
Yeah.
He does load a lot quicker now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Loading times are way better. He's less of an NPC now. That's an actual fact. He was an NPC and everything, but then first couple of performances, Mallrats and Days of Confused, he's so good.
Yeah.
So much energy.
He always plays someone you can hate really well, and I'm not saying he's hateable. I'm just saying he plays that really well.
I hate him, but I think he's great. No, I think he's going to be a great Bruce Wayne to answer your earlier question and to cap off this show perfectly.
Good point. So yeah, bye.
Bye.
Next week, listen, and then listen
Facebook,
next week.
Twitter,
all
all that.
ones, all of them.
Do it.
Bye.
Do it.